Here's a short video on assembling the Jandercraft field stand slash benchtop stand kit. Buy your own PVC kit. I'll give you the dimensions as I assemble this, my dimensions that work for my planes. And if you do have larger fuselage planes, you can lengthen these to accommodate that. Like I say, this kit is meant to for you to be able to customize it to the size of planes you have. I'll show you my planes and why I chose the dimensions that I did on the cutting the PVC pipe. I have an FMS 1220 with floats, fits on it beautifully. Two regular Ranger 1220s, Super Cub 1300, Prodigy, that's 1400 wingspan, but like I say, the wingspan doesn't matter. Well, what does matter on the wings, as far as the length of the cradle of the stand, is the width of the depth of the wing from front to back. That dimension matters, and the cradle V for how big your fuselage is. So here's everything to build the stand. This is 3/4 inch PVC pipe. I buy it you get it by the 10-foot length, which is just right. You'll have a little left over. About $6.50, I think. I got mine at my local home fix it store. And some people might ask, why don't I offer a whole kit? And my philosophy at this point in time is shipping costs. When you add all this PVC and foam, the shipping cost more than doubles. And I thought, well, it'll simplify my shipping, plus it'll save you guys a little money on your end by just going down and grabbing a stick of PVC and some foam. This foam, a 6-foot length, I think they come in, $2.25, I believe. And in this case, being it's 3/4 inch PVC, you want to make sure you get the foam that is 7/8 inside diameter. K-Flex doesn't matter, I think that's just a brand. 7/8 ID. That fits the 3/4 inch perfectly. You don't have to split it. If you get smaller stuff, you got to split it open. But the 7/8 works beautifully. Okay, you've seen why I cut these dimensions for my planes. And that's another nice thing I think about this kit is the flexibility. I don't know what size planes you're flying. Big fuselage. If you do have larger fuselage planes, just extend the cradle arms, make them longer for a larger fuselage. Wingspan doesn't matter. Just the depth of the wing matters. I think I explained that earlier. So anyway, the upper cradle arms, 5.5 inches long. The foam, 4.5 inches long, just to leave a little of the cap exposed. The two horizontal pieces, 7 inches each. Or no, excuse me, these are the legs, the bottom legs, 10 inches long for all four. If I can get this in frame here. Now here are the two horizontal pieces at 7 inches each. Once you join the T, it obviously is a little wider. I don't know what that whole dimension is, but. So 7 inches on the horizontal, 28 on the vertical, and the short ones, here are 4, that you can convert to a tabletop. And you'll see that in a minute here. So now I'm just, and the caps, I recommend glue all the caps on, and the horizontal pieces, all 4 joints have to be glued. They can't swivel or the plane, it'll just fall over. And I'll explain that as I go as well. And you need to align this stuff. Use a glue, like I say, that does not set up quickly. So you have time to adjust. So here we go. 2 horizontal, 7 inch. Glue into your T. Now this doesn't have to, I like to align them so that printing they put on them is down, then you don't see it. This looks a lot nicer. Glue that together. That doesn't have to be aligned yet. Now put on your front hub, of course with glue in there. A good plastic, glue that works well on plastic, but gives you time to adjust. And we're filming kind of backwards here, so not staying in frame well. So anyway, if you get these off, it's not gonna work. So how I do that is install the upper cradle arms, printing facing down, Actually, you know what I do? I like to put all the caps on first, like that, and glue them on. Everything's a pretty good tight fit, but I still recommend gluing it so it doesn't pop off somewhere out in the field and you lose parts. So I do all my caps, it doesn't matter which end. Now we can put the cradle together. Install all the legs, and the print doesn't matter because it's going to be covered with the foam. These don't necessarily have to be glued in, but I would. Make sure they're all the way down in. Now here's how you align it. Put it down like this, like a swing set. Make sure all 4 legs touch nicely. And you can eyeball this if you want to, but I use a little angle finder. And go sideways, of course. It lucked out, it's right on 0. You could use a regular level, or just eyeball it. I like to get it perfect. So now that's all glued together nicely. Now the bottom, the 10-inch, I put the print down. Make sure it goes all the way in. Of course, glue inside there. And then put your pipe in. Glue. Whoop. I should have put the caps on first, but that's okay. We can still do it. A nice, easy fit. Glue the caps. Where's the other one? Right there. They fit nice. But they probably would pop off with, bumping something on the ground. So glue them. This is all glued. The top is all glued. Leave the vertical not glued. Let's do the foam right now. 7/8 inside diameter, 4.5 inches wide for this particular. See how that fits nicely? Just a little bit of the cap sticking out. You could go all the way so the cap, doesn't. But the plane wouldn't hit it anyway. But you could cut it 5 inches long or so, 4 3/4, and it would look like that, and that's okay too. I just like a little of the cap showing, just because. That 7/8 fits perfectly. I know you guys can figure this out without me showing you. But now, let me get the short piece. I think this is 4 inches, 3.5. It could be even shorter if you wanted it to be. So, like I say, now it can be used for both. You get two in one. Work perfect for the bench top. This will be all glued together. Glue each joint. So, and align everything. I know I'm repeating myself, old habit. I want to go to the field, take the top off, pull this piece out, install the 28-inch piece or whatever you decide for length. And then of course I'm putting the top on. And there you have it. I know there's a lot of other plane stands out there. But this, like I say, because you get to cut your own lengths, you can kind of customize it to your planes. It's lightweight, plenty strong for even a heavy plane. Gendercraft Field Stand 3D printed kit.